If you're feeling emotionally heavy, unsettled, or deeply reflective right now, especially with the Epstein files resurfacing and hidden truths coming back into public awareness, you're not alone and you're not imagining it. A lot of people are searching for meaning right now, not just information, but meaning. And I want to talk about this moment, not to amplify fear or outrage, but to help us stay grounded, connected, and human while difficult truths rise to the surface. Because what's happening right now isn't just about what's being revealed, it's about how we've been carrying it. And I can feel it in my body and in my chest and in my nervous system. And I know that if I'm feeling this, many of you are too. There's a quiet grief moving through the collective that's not always tied to one story or one headline, but to a deeper realization, a recognition of how much has been hidden, how long silence has been protected, and what it costs us emotionally to finally see it clearly. And this isn't weakness. Finally, this is awareness. And astrologically, this moment makes sense to me. As of February 6, 2026, Mercury will have entered Pisces, where it will remain until March 2nd. Mercury governs how we think and speak and process reality. And in Pisces, it asks us to feel before we can explain. This is not a time of clean narratives or sharp conclusions. It's a time of emotional truth, memory, intuition, and deep, deep listening. And on February 10th, 2026, Venus will enter Pisces, where she will remain until March 7th of 2026. And Venus here opens the heart, sometimes painfully, but to compassion, empathy, grief, and the recognition of what was truly matters. Together, Mercury and Venus in Pisces soften the collective psyche. They dissolve the walls we use to stay detached, especially while transiting into Aquarius. This is why things that were buried can no longer stay buried, not because someone decided it was time, but because consciousness did. Later this month, from February 26th through March 20th, 2026, Mercury will turn retrograde in Pisces. And this is a powerful period of reflection, not just mentally, but deeply emotional and deeply spiritual. This retrograde isn't asking us to talk anymore. It's asking us to slow down, to revisit what's been surfacing, and to tend to how truth is landing inside of us. This is about integration, not reaction. But then on February 17, 2026, we experience a new moon in Aquarius, a seed moment for collective awareness. Aquarius governs the public mind, networks, and shared truth. This new moon marks a shift from private knowing to collective witnessing. It's the moment where we collectively realize we can't unknow what we know now. And just days later, on February 20th, 2026, Saturn and Neptune meet exactly at 0 degrees Aries, a rare and defining conjunction. Saturn represents responsibility, accountability, and structure. Neptune represents illusion, denial, and what has been obscured. When these two meet, illusion dissolves and Aries ignites action. But this is not about punishment. This is about the end of denial as strategy. That's why this moment feels heavier than news cycles. That's why people are feeling it in their bodies. Because this isn't just the truth being revealed. The truth is asking for integrity. And here's the part that I really want to speak to. You do not have to carry all of this alone. You do not have to harden to survive it. You do not have to consume every detail to be conscious. This moment isn't asking us to fragment into outrage or despair. It's asking us to stay coherent, to be in our hearts, to feel without collapsing, to witness without becoming numb, to stay connected to our humanity while difficult truths reorganize in the collective field. Unity does not mean agreement. It means remembering that we are all still human together. If your heart feels tender right now, that's not a flaw. It's a sign that your consciousness is alive. And if you're searching for clarity, grounding, or meaning in this moment, let this be a reminder. We are not here to be broken by truth. We are here to become more honest, more compassionate, and more awake because of it. Even in darkness, coherence is possible. Even in grief, unity is possible. And even in moments like this, light doesn't disappear, it reorganizes. You're not alone in this. We're walking through this together. Before you move on with your day, I want to invite you to pause for just a moment. If it feels okay, take a slow breath through your nose and let it out gently through your mouth. You don't need to have everything figured out right now. You don't need to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. It's enough to notice how you're feeling. It's enough to stay present with yourself. What's surfacing in the collective is not asking us to rush, fix, or resolve everything at once. It's asking us to stay awake without abandoning our humanity. If you need to step back from the noise, that's not avoidance, that's discernment. If you need to rest, that's not apathy, that's care. And if you need to feel deeply right now, that's not weakness, that's conscious. Let yourself come back into your body. Feel your feet. Feel your breath. Feel the simple fact that you are here now. We are living through a moment of reckoning, yes, but we are also living through a moment of remembering what matters, remembering our shared responsibility, remembering that compassion and clarity can exist at the same time. You don't have to carry this alone. None of us do. So move forward today gently. Speak when it feels true. Rest when you need to. Stay connected to what keeps you human. And know this, even as truth rises, so does the capacity to meet it with integrity, care, and unity. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And thank you for staying present in a time that asks so much of us. We've got this, soul fam. So much love.